down.
What? No. All right. B-roll. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to get straight into the unboxing. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of B-roll. But yeah, that's not what we came here for. It's not what we came here for, is it, lads? Firstly, look, side note. If your child ever goes into Smith's or Toys R Us or whatever toy shop and they see that, run. Yeah, that costs 100 quid. And it's probably the most pointless toy ever. Wait, did you hear me say that? Alright, so back box. This is obviously the back box. It is valved, as you can see. So obviously this is the back box. We're going to obviously be making a cut on the mid pipe on the stock exhaust. You've got your 2 bits there, which are going to go into the hangers. And obviously it comes out here. So it's going to come out that way and the same on the other side. Hence why we've got these lovely tubes here. So obviously the left one, I believe, is obviously where the valve is. So we're going to transfer the valve over. Moving over here. Moving over here, lads. So here we have the lovely, oh mate, black chrome or chrome black tips with the R on it. This is exclusive. This is, right, that was fresh. These are exclusive to man like Mike at MOTECH, so make sure you get in touch. I just went for the black chrome. I was going to go for the carbon fiber, but I thought, you know what, I could be the first one to get this. So I just thought, you know what, I'd rather be the first. And obviously I like it. Because obviously went for the RIEGER Diffuser. It's black. I just thought, yeah, 100%. Keep the whole black theme going on the rear. But yeah, those are going to come out lovely. I can tell, lovely. Also got a lovely little sticker here that's going to get slapped on the laptop. In fact, I might slap it on in a bit. And also one of these. I've got one of these. So big shout out to Mike. These are nice. Little key rings, carbon fiber key rings. Obviously the M logo, repping the MOTECH thing. Come on, you know what time it is. You know what time it is, baby. So yeah, I'm very excited. But yeah, first steps. I'm going to do most of the talking out here because obviously it's cold and I just want to get it done because obviously I love it. Probably not going to go for a drive today, obviously, because I've come back from work. I don't need to go out for a drive. But what I will be doing is the next time, obviously, I'll go to work on Monday. I'll obviously film like a kind of review because I've took some video shots off the previous exhaust. Look at me talking already like it's gone. I've took some videos already of my current exhaust, the stock one, like how it sounds at comfort, at sport, etc, etc. So I can do a comparison video against this. So that video will be coming out shortly after. And also I'll be showing you guys how it sounds, obviously revving, because obviously me doing track days as well, that's really important that this obviously meets all the thresholds for that. But yeah, enough waffling. Let's go and cut it. Oh, hold on. Instructions. Let me be careful because last time I got some instructions. This obviously is this where does this come from?
It comes from China.
Yeah, this is from Austria. So I'm hoping they're not gonna give me any naked, naughty pictures. Last time I had to cleanse my hands. Yeah, this is all good. Lovely bit of instructions here. And as you can see, blue bits are all in English. So I'm gonna go and put the kettle on. I'm gonna have a read through this, have some dinner, and then we'll get straight into it.
A few moments later.
We are under here, and as you can see in here, we've got this ugly back box over here. But yeah, the valve's on the other side, which I'll be taking out in a minute. But what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be making an incision. I like that word. I'm going to be making some cuttage. So there's a little dimple. Where is it? I can feel it here. There's a little dimple just here. And that dimple is where the cut's meant to be if you're going to do the M Performance back box. The REMUS instructions say to do a cut from the weld, which is just here, 15 millimeters, not 50 millimeters, 150 millimeters down, which is 15 centimeters down. So I'm going to use a tape measure. I'm going to line it up, and I have a feeling it's going to line up with this little dimple here that comes stock, just so BMW do that, just to do you guys a little favor. And I'll mark it up with a little Sharpie, and then I'll get my little what do you call it? I don't know what this thing. This looks disgusting. Yeah. I know what you guys are thinking, you naughty boys. All right, so as promised, that's how it looks. So that's how it looks. It's like practically a plier, but obviously it's got this chain connected to it, and it goes all the way around the exhaust. So then all I need to do is just get my hand, squeeze on that, and just keep going like that till it comes off. So I'm gonna work on that. Then I'll get back to you guys in a bit. Yeah. Right. So some of you probably were watching and probably thinking, yeah, he's definitely gonna switch from that to this, which is what I'm doing, because this, mate, I think this is worn out. So that is a bit of garbage. It's not garbage, but I don't know. I think if you've got pipes that are more than like a year old, or don't know, unless I don't know, move on. This is what I'm going to go for now. So I'm just going to get out the old, what is this called again? Jesus, what is up with me? I'm going to get out the old saw now, and I'm just going to saw that way at that, because as you can see, let's just get under it. We're making some form of progress, but literally, like, I do want to like go sleep at some point today. So yeah, and we're losing a bit of light. So I'm going to get this little bad boy out and just work at it from all sorts of angles and just gently get it off. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to remove 2 of these bolts. You've got one on this side and one on the other side, and also we might as well undo this little plug while we're here. This little bad boy exhaust valve plug. Might need 2 hands for this, guys. Back in a sec. Alright, so as you can see, we're going to go inside in a minute and change everything over anyway, but this has been done. So obviously the hangers come off on both sides, so I'm going to obviously get some fairy liquid in there and squeeze them out and transfer them over. And those are the little 2 30mm nuts that needed to come out. Obviously I'm a big man, so obviously I've done this by myself, but if not, get 2 people, because obviously when you take out the hangers, obviously it's going to drop and you don't want it just banging on the floor unless you do. But yeah, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use this little bad boy here. I'm going to give the little pipage a clean. I know what everyone's thinking. Oh yeah, turn it on, rev it up. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I should, maybe I won't, I don't know. Give it a like if you want me to, and yeah, give me a like if you don't want me to. But yeah, I'm going to use a file now. I'm just going to shave the inside, innit? Yeah. Something to note is, look at that. I don't know how well you can see, but that's 10 kilograms. So this guy's hench, yeah? This guy's obviously a big man. And now this one, look at that. Can you see it? 5 kilograms, mate. It's half. This is obviously half the size of the full-fledged stock box. So I'm going to be loving that. But yeah, all I'm going to do now is work over here. Where are we? Where were we? Over here. I'm going to get some fairy liquid and squeeze these buggers off, because obviously if I try and pull that straight through now, it's just going to rip. So I'm going to get some fairy liquid, squirt some in there, and then slide it off. Alright, so as you can see here, we've whizzed out our 3 10mm bolts, and over here we have the actual actuator itself. So with the supplied spring, we're not going to reuse the one from the stock box. We've got to make sure this is all lined up in here. Once that's all lined up in there, and then simply what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press this down, but make sure it's obviously seated in these little grooves, because if it's not seated in the grooves, obviously when you press Sport Plus or whatever, DSC off, bad man like that, it's obviously not going to activate anything. So make sure this is seated correctly, don't overturn it, but once it's all set in there snug, then just put your bolts back in. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see in there, but down this pipe, literally, it's hollow compared to what the BMW one looks like. I've seen the BMW one as well. There's loads of like pipes that are open, and then there's channels and there's chambers, but obviously there's some in here. But just first opinions, first impressions sort of thing. Even when I didn't have those side bits on, it looked a lot better. But yeah, as you can see, it's all set up now for us to go on. So we've obviously got the actuator back on, we've got our pipes, our tail pipes on, and also we have this lovely little clip here which is going to join onto the previous bit under there. That's just waiting for insertion. But yeah, next thing we're going to do now, we're just going to get everything all lined up, and then we're going to bolt everything back in. Got your bolts here that had to go back in. I believe there were 13s, quote me. Yep, I think they're 13s. And then obviously the rest are all 17, the clamps, and then there's all torque settings so you can torque everything down. But yeah, I'm going to speed this part up now because I'm getting a bit hungry. Yeah, I haven't anything to eat. But yeah, let me whiz this back on, and then I'll give you guys like how it looks. Oh right, so you can see we've got everything all backed in nicely, so the valve is still in the open position as it should be when the car is off. Both have been done, and this is why I like obviously give thumbs up to REMUS, because obviously there's so much in terms of customization how you can have it. Like obviously if I'm not happy, like for instance this one, I don't know if you can notice it's too far to the left, so simply I'll loosen that bolt, push this to the right slightly, then when I put on the tailpipes, if they're too far in, then obviously I'll adjust them so that they can come further out. So there's just loads of customization as opposed to just having one whole unit where you can't make any adjustments to your own preference. So yeah, this is perfect for me. So next what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the lovely REMUS tips, I'm going to slot them on, and then I'm going to make all the adjustments, and then I'll get back to you guys. Then we'll go, well, no, we can't go for a drive obviously, but we will have a little rev up and hear how it sounds. Okay, so we have got them all lined up, and as I said earlier, I don't know if I said it earlier, but I'll say it anyway. You can see it's looking on point. It's looking, the soxies is still on. You know, the soxies, you know, take the soxies off, flick that away. Thanks for that. But yeah, all I'm going to do now, I'm going to lower the car and then just go under there because there is still space. Obviously, I've got the MOTECH stance. Obviously, plug that video if you haven't watched it. Make sure you watch it. But yeah, lower the car now. Make sure everything's back to normal. And then I'm going to do the adjustment because obviously it's going to look slightly different when it's on the ground as opposed to the axle stand. So obviously, you're going to do this job, you've got to have the axle stands in it. Alright guys, so as you probably saw from the shots guys, the REMUS exhaust back box is fitted. It is looking danat, it is looking splendid. I am very happy with it. But yeah guys, again, big shout out to Mike down at MOTECH. There's going to be a separate video obviously doing more comparisons with the stock sounds, etc. But for now guys, that has been the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.